So another one, troubleshooting. Let's say you're, playing a passage and you're hearing that your fingers and your bow are not moving at the same time. This usually sounds a bit like pa-dum, 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 pa-dum. You can hear like a da-dun, 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 da-dun. So instead of hearing da, da, dee, da, you hear da-dun, 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 okay? Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. And so the best way to fix coordination problems, right? There's all sorts of coordination problems in violin, but the most basic one is making the right hand and the left hand go exactly simultaneously. So if you're doing an up bow, right, and then you change your finger, it has to be exactly when the up bow changes, or the next note, right, exactly when the down bow changes. So this is what I'm talking about. So if you're having a coordination problem like this, there are many ways to fix it. I'll just offer you a couple real quick. One way, if it's not too complicated, okay, it depends on your level or the student's level, to play the bowing reversed. This helps quite a bit, okay? Play exactly the opposite bowing, okay? So let's say you're having a double section like na 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 ni na na na, right? So every note is played twice. Typically those passages start down bow, down, up, and then you change note, down, up, change note, down, up. So if you do the reverse, up, down, up, down, up, down, it really does something to really freshen up your brain, wake it up, and make you really concentrate on that moment when the note and finger change are happening together. It really helps you really focus in, zero in, and figure out what the timing is, okay? Second thing that you can do is do a little bit of very, 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 very slow. You have to have patience for this one. Very slow finger before bow practice. So what you would do is play one note, and then before you play the next note, you put a little pause. So you're going to freeze your bow, and then you put your next finger down before you actually make the bow sound, okay? So this is really, really tough for those people who have never done that before, and for those violinists who always think that everything goes exactly at the same time. True, many things have to go exactly at the same time. I just talked about coordination, but actually a lot of things have to be slightly premeditated on the left hand. Okay, sometimes we have to go a little bit before, and sometimes we have to go much before, like many passages when you get to the more advanced levels, that your fingers have to actually go on the string before the bow goes, like chords are an example, right? You have to put all your fingers there before your bow goes. So there are a lot of examples where actually the finger goes much more before, even entire note before. So there are so many examples, so many situations and scenarios, but just know that these things do happen and exist. So if you play your bow and your note, let's play a scale, for example. You're going to play A, right? And then you freeze your bow and put the B down. That feels really, really uncomfortable for those who have never done it before. There, as soon as the finger goes, the bow wants to go. Okay, so try it out. Have your student try it out, see if they can do it, okay? And even if they do it with ease, right, it's still good practice. Finger, bow, right, change right after the bow stops, okay? Instead of putting the finger at the last minute, instead you put your finger down right after the old note, okay? Thinking about putting your finger down right after the old note instead of right before the new note. It's a very different thing, okay?